Hello there. I thought it's been a while since I did a discussion style video, and I wanted to talk to you about something which has kind of been an issue for me as a reader for quite a few years, and that is the idea of buying books secondhand. Now, disclaimer, I'm not saying that it's bad to support charity shops at all. Obviously they give to charity, so you know, it's a good thing. But as a reader and as somebody who wants to support authors and bookshops, I have quite conflicting feelings about buying secondhand, which when I tell people about them, they think that they make no sense. But I think it is an issue that is worth looking at, especially in a bookish community. So there are a few reasons why you would want to buy from charity shops. Obviously the books are incredibly cheap, and also the money goes to charity. But I think the bookshop industry, and authors especially, are people who need support, and it's an industry that needs money. And you know, if you're buying a book from a charity shop, neither a bookshop nor the author themselves get any money for it. And in fact, I don't know if you've ever looked, but on the sort of publication page of a book, it will have a disclaimer that says copyright not to be resold. Obviously that's the thing that people are kind of willing to overlook because it's for charity, but technically it does go against the sort of copyright issue with the book itself. And also I just think it's one of those things where authors kind of are in a difficult position with it because they can't stop their books from being sold in charity shops, and most probably wouldn't want to because it's doing your bit. But at the same time, I think, especially as more and more charity shops are coming into towns, I mean, I know mine certainly, it's only a small town and we've got about 7 charity shops, one of which is a book specific charity shop, which I do go into and I do buy quite a lot from, I'm not going to lie. But every time I buy a book from a charity shop, it kind of leaves me a bit conflicted, and I do go through periods where I try not to, or where I will get inspiration from charity shops and then buy those books in a proper bookshop for the full price. If we take the charity part of this out of the equation, this is much similar to the idea of buying cheap books in a supermarket or buying cheap books on Amazon. Obviously, you know, they are not the best companies to be supporting, whereas charities are. But in terms of the fact that we buy the books there for cheaper prices, it's the same kind of situation. And I think buying books for cheaper is kind of harmful in a few different ways, and I personally don't really know a way around it. I mean, there have been incidences, and this is probably the times when it becomes most apparent to me that this is an issue, when I would buy a book full price in a proper bookshop, an independent local bookshop, and then go into a charity shop with friends and see that same book there for like a fraction of the price. So say you would pay £8.99 in a real bookshop, you would pay probably £1.50 or 99p in some cases in a charity shop, and all my friends will sort of say, you know, you shouldn't have bought that book. And I find it really hard to get my point across that I'm not annoyed that I could have got it for £1.50 because I was paying £8.99 and supporting something that I want to support, and also knowing that my money from that purchase has gone towards the person who put work into that book. So I don't know, I just wanted to open up the floor and find out how you guys operate that. Do you buy all your books from charity shops? Do you not really mind about buying them from charity shops? Or do you make the effort to support your bookshops and authors? I think as an author myself, it's probably something that's particularly close to home. But I definitely think it's an issue that we should be talking about because, as I say, the more charity shops that come into play in high streets and things like that, which seems to be very much the way things are going, I think the more that this is going to become an issue, and I just wanted to see what people thought about it. As I say, I myself do buy some books in charity shops, but I always do so with a little feeling of guilt, and I was just wondering if anyone else felt the same way. As I say, this is in no means an attack on charity shops. I think they're fantastic things, but for me personally, I think it's one of those things where charity kind of starts at home in terms of the fact that it's about supporting bookshops and authors before supporting charities which can get their money in other ways with other stock such as clothes and toys and bric-a-brac. But for the book community, I think it's probably best that, for me personally, I shop in a bookshop. And yeah, as I say, let me know down below what your thoughts are, and I will see you next time. Bye!